You can all see my screen as well, right? Great. So today, as I shared, is the third session. Today we'll talk about some tools beyond ChatGPT. We'll build a few different things together. Much like the last session, we'll have some practice time as well. So over the next 20 minutes or so, I'll take you through a few different tools. And then we'll have a 15-minute hands-on practice session. So please do try it out and share how things are going. Then we'll do another 15-minute content part, and then some more hands-on practice, followed by the Q&A. We'll be covering how to build a custom GPT, research using Perplexity, how to use NotebookLM for driving your own learning, and creating PPTs using a tool called Gamma. And then in the second part, we'll actually build some apps using Lovable. So in the feedback, several of you had mentioned you'd like to know more about vibe coding, about how to build some simple applications. So this part will give you a brief introduction on that. So let's begin. Building a custom GPT. So in the previous session, I had shown you what custom GPTs look like. Today, we'll actually build one of them together. The purpose of a custom GPT is essentially to build a very specific tool for a specific, to build a generic tool for a specific use case. So I'll just open ChatGPT as well while we are speaking. So as you all know, ChatGPT is like a personal assistant. It has general intelligence. You can ask it all kinds of questions related to any domain. Custom GPTs, which you can see over here, are more specific. They can be for writing, they can be for education, they can be for lifestyle, and these have all been built by various different organizations. So today we'll get a quick glimpse into building your own GPT, and the advantage of doing this is that it will be trained on your specific data, and it will be able to answer questions based on the knowledge that you share with ChatGPT. So the way to do that, another cool thing before I forget is you can share these GPTs and also publish them in the marketplace. So other people can also benefit from your work. So we'll start with create. You can do this in two ways. There's the create section and the configure section. You can start with configuring it. I like starting with create because here you can describe what you're looking for, and then some of it will get auto-populated in the configure section. So like I said, sorry, one thing I did miss sharing is you will need a ChatGPT Plus subscription in order to create these GPTs. Using them is, of course, free and available on the free version as well. So we'll go through the process of creating one. Before we do that, like I was saying, the pros are it's very quick and easy to build. You can share the link with anyone, you can publish it. The cons are that the UI is not customizable. So when I show it to you, you'll see that the custom GPT also looks very similar to ChatGPT. So you can't change what it looks like for the user. When we build some apps using Lovable, there you will see that the UI is also customizable. So based on your specific use case, you can decide which tool works best for your specific use case. So I'll just copy this prompt here. For today's demo, what I want to build is a career coach. Basically, I want to build a custom GPT that will help me prepare for job interviews, prepare for applications. So what it should do is, based on my resume, based on a specific role, give me inputs on how I can improve my resume. If I'm preparing for a specific interview, then give me some questions that the interviewer may ask me. So these kind of use cases, this particular GPT should be able to help me with. You can, of course, create GPTs for all kinds of use cases. I'm just picking this one for the sake of today's conversation. So here we go. I've pasted it over here. and then we'll give it a few seconds. It will generally take even up to a minute to start. So be patient. Um, and yeah, let's build together. So it has gotten started. Now it's asking, I suggest calling it Career Catalyst Coach. Sure, you can also change the name to something else. So maybe let's say just simply Career Coach. So a profile picture will also get generated, which is what will appear over here. As you can see, it's got some default questions already that are available. Okay, maybe let's do woman's picture. Great. So you can basically use this window to, change the color, appearance, style, um, and explain exactly what it is that you want your custom GPT to be able to do. Now let's move to the configure section. As you can see, some of it is already being auto-populated based on the prompt that you had shared on the create side. Here you can again make changes. This was the name we gave it. This is a description. So feel free to definitely read through what this is and feel free to change if you feel something needs to be added or something can be crisper. In interest of time, I'm not changing things, but when you are making your own, please do go through it in detail and do what you need to do to make it very conducive to your use case. Like, let's see this one. Help me practice for a behavioral interview at Google. Maybe not specifically at Google, but at uh, a specific company. Like we want the custom GPT to help us with all kinds of, uh, interviews. Perfect. You can add, like I was saying, specific um, files. Let's say you're building a custom GPT for your organization, then you can upload your organization FAQs over here, any specific documents that you think the GPT should have access to. So this is how you overall make it very specific and customized for your use case. Capabilities, we'll keep web search, we'll keep Canvas. Image generation, we don't really need for this use case, but depending on what you are doing, you might need it. Perfect. I think this is it. Now we will hit create, and this is the options we have. You can make it personal by keeping it only to yourself, or you can make it shareable via link. And we also have the option of the GPT store. So anybody can also discover it. For now, I'll just keep it um, anyone with link, and I'll also paste this link in the chat. So during the practice time, you can check it out and, give it a go. Just give me 1 second to find the chat. Okay. Cool. So this is what your custom GPT would look like. So anybody who clicks on the link is going to see this. Here, so this is a career coach, and we want it to review resumes, for example. So what you could do is, paste your, let's try it out. I'm going to give it my resume, and I'm going to ask for some specific feedback. So I can say, review my resume and share some areas of improvement I am interested in product management. So as you can see here, it will go through my resume specifically and then share examples of revisions. Like this line is there in my resume, and there's a suggestion of how it could be made more concrete by adding some numbers. So this is how you could use a custom GPT. This is how you build a custom GPT, and then anybody can use it, including yourself. Great. Let's move along. Please feel free to ask questions in the chat. When we are doing the practice time, then we will go through your questions and we can answer. Next, we have Perplexity for research. Let's open this. Allow. Okay, perfect. So what happens in Perplexity is it's also a general purpose research assistant tool. You can ask it all kinds of questions. The advantage it has is that over ChatGPT is that there are always citations and sources shared along with the information that it is sharing. So often we see with ChatGPT that there are hallucinations, it's unclear how has it come up with this information. This is something that Perplexity addresses in a very, very clear way. So especially for your academic work, if you're looking for citations or very specific kind of reports, then I would recommend you check out Perplexity as well. So let's try this. Let's try this one. This is what Perplexity looks like. Very simple UI. You can ask over here, whatever you are looking for, whatever information you're looking for. There are other features as well, which I think it's definitely worth exploring. So please do check it out. Like the Discover section is like a homepage where you can customize what is the kind of information you're looking for. So it also sources information for you. So Perplexity also has always the most latest information available on a particular topic. So ChatGPT also does the same thing, but in general, if whatever you're doing is high stakes and requires very up-to-date information, then it would be a good idea to use something like this. So let's say, what are the recent studies reports about age bias in hiring policies of companies? Like I've shared with you in previous sessions, I work at Wisdom Circle, and we work on helping companies overcome age-related biases in their companies. So I am often looking for, recent reports or studies about this area. So let's see. So here you can see these are all the reports that it has used as its sources. There are 10 sources in total that have been used. So you can also go directly to the source and, decide if you want to check it out and, get more information. The answer itself, as you can see here, has very specific, like this line, what is the, where has this information come from? It's come from this developed diverse APS report. This line, where has it come from? And you can ask follow-up questions. Like, let's say I'm looking for India specific reports, or maybe you're looking for, something else. So you can always do follow-ups over here, and then it will change its answer to give you something that's more relevant. So here it's taken a news article, and then it's given some information basis that. So that's a quick overview of what Perplexity is like. If you are not a regular, like if you don't need it for a lot of work, then the free tier is pretty useful. But if you are working in a role that requires a lot of research on a day-to-day basis, then the free tier actually you might run out quickly. So the con of it is really that there's only limited usage available in the free per day. So per day that is allowed. So you'll have to see based on your usage. Next, we will check out NotebookLM for learning. Let me just open this. Okay. Now the pros and cons. The pros of NotebookLM is it's really grounded in only your data source. So very less hallucinations. It's free to use. The con is that the scope is limited to your source. Like what the pro is also a con. What does this really mean? So for example, if you would go to ChatGPT and say, um, let's say, introduction to Python coding. It will give you information from various sources, and a lot of different pieces of information would be stitched together. The difference in Notebook LM is that you can't ask it questions like this. You have to tell from what source you want it to answer. That ensures that it remains within the scope that you want it to remain, and since you are sharing the source, the chances of hallucination are much fewer. So sorry, we'll just do this together again. So this is what Notebook LM looks like. It's free, so highly recommend checking it out. What you can do is start with creating a new notebook. For every subject or for every topic, you can create a new notebook. And you start with adding your sources. So whichever books you feel are the most relevant, maybe reports, internal documents, meeting transcripts, any kind of sources that you feel are required, you can add over here. I had downloaded a book that I'm going to use for this purpose today. So this is a coding for beginners in easy steps. So you upload the book. You can upload multiple sources also. So if your coursework, for example, has 4 or 5 books, you can add all of them. It'll take a second to go through your source. And here you have options of, you can create a quiz. This will, based on the information over here, you can create a quiz for yourself to test your own knowledge. If you like audio content, you can create an AI podcast over here. Do check this one out, especially if you learn better. If someone's talking to you, then this is a great option. You can create, you can also ask questions based on, based on the content that you have. If you're looking for a one-page summary, it'll give you some suggestions of questions. I clicked one of them, so it started answering that. But let's say I am looking for a one-page summary of the first chapter. So you can, give queries like this, and it will generate based on your query exactly what you are looking for. So it's very, very good for learning, helping yourself learn new content, great for learning new languages, or anything that you are looking for in your personal or professional life. So this is a one-page summary that it has generated. Like I said, you can create a quiz that will help you. It generally takes a few seconds to generate these. We'll come back and see this. But yeah, this is a quick overview of NotebookLM. It's a Google product. So you can also link, any drives that you have where all your content exists. You can also link your drives as a source. So there's all of that. We'll come back and check out this quiz. It generally takes a few minutes to get created. Okay, moving along. Sorry. Cool. Next up, we have Gamma for creating presentations. Gamma um, is again it has a free version and it has a paid version. The free version offers limited usage. Again, it refreshes. I think it refreshes every day. So depending on how heavy a user you may be, you might want to explore getting a paid tier as well. The pros are it's very easy to build, very easy to iterate. You can, just if you have the content written as a document, converting it into a presentation is really, really straightforward. We'll do one together to see, what the process looks like. Yeah. Okay. Our quiz is also ready. So an MCQ quiz. So based on the content over here, the MCQ is there. If you need a hint, there'll be a hint. Um, I didn't know the answer actually. So once you click, it'll tell you if you were right or not. I'm going to close this now. Let's close this. Okay, here we are. Here we are in Gamma. Yeah. So all the presentations that I've done over the last few weeks with all of you were also actually made in Gamma itself. So that's why you can see these. I'll just create a new one so that we can see what the process is. There are different ways to start. If you already have a PPT, you can start with that. One way in which I like to do it is have all your text ready to keep your thoughts, you know, ready for the presentation, and then use Gamma only for the visual part. So there are features in Gamma using which you can also create content, but it will be very generic content. So I don't I didn't find it useful personally, but maybe you can check it out and decide for yourself. The way I thought it worked best for me was um, having all the content ready, the flow ready, everything ready, and then using it only to uh, make it more visual and improving the visual appeal of the presentation. So here is the content I had kept. So I've thought about what is slide one, what are the key points, slide two, what are the key points. So I've got everything ready. And then I just go here and I paste the text and I would like to generate from these notes. So let's go. Again, it might take a few seconds. Before that, you have to also explain, what kind of presentation. So how much text do you want on every slide? Let's say I want minimal text, or you're looking for something that, has a lot of information. So you can, explain that. Let's do concise, so not too much. Right for, you can explain the audience so that even the images that get generated, the way the content is written becomes relevant for that audience. You can decide what the tone is, clear, authoritative, concise. So there'll be some pre-populated information. Feel free to update this based on your use case. So let's say actually I'm writing for college students. So then you can update this um, based on that. So then the content also, it will pick out of what you have shared or present it in a way that is relevant. You can change the theme. You can also change these later. So for now, you can just pick whatever works. Images, you can use AI generated images. You can also choose the style. Let's say we'll do line art style. Yeah. So you can also tell how long you want your presentation to be. So let's say you want a really short 5-slide one, then you can do that. I think the content I had was 7 slides. So let's maybe just do 7 slides. And then we hit generate. Again, might take a couple of minutes. It also shows you how it's going about doing it. So you can actually watch watch the magic happen. You can't get involved right now till the slides are all generated. We'll give it a second and then I'll show you how to update the slides as well. But basically, you can see, this very, very text heavy content is now getting, um, much more visual. This is the thing that tends to take a lot of time, right? Like with your presentations, making it look pretty, ensuring all the fonts are matching, making it look visually appealing. So, um, this is really the advantage of using something like this. So, yeah, we wanted line art type of visuals, so therefore this is what it has picked. The content is all from your document. It hasn't created any new content, just moving it here and there to make it look ready for you. The other advantage of Gamma is that you can actually present from your browser itself. So you can, of course, export. Uh, let's see. Okay, let's move this here. You can export as a PDF, as a PowerPoint, as Google Slides. So that option is there. You can also very much present from here, and it'll have very nice animations already available in the presentation itself. So um, it's pretty nice to just do it directly from here as well. But if you're looking to do it offline, then please download and use a PDF. Or if you want to share it, then you can do that as well. You can also share it as a Gamma file if you want your colleagues to edit it or anything like that. It's very easy to share and work with other people on the same document. So yeah, that's that. We are at 11:40 almost. So maybe let's take 10 minutes instead of 15 to just check out some of these tools. And do share in the chat if you're facing any trouble, then we can address that. I'll just open the chat as well. So yeah, it's 11:38. Let's come back in 10 minutes at 11:48, and then we can move into the second part of this conversation.
So, Joanna, it would be really great if you can brief all our participants up in case they have missed that what they were supposed to do in the next 10 minutes. Or you can put it down in the chat
Sure.
box as well.
Uh, sure. No. So all I wanted all of you to do is, whichever of these we just went through building a custom GPT, using Perplexity, using NotebookLM, and using Gamma. So um, please take a few minutes, pick any one tool that you felt was useful for you, and just try it out. Tell me what's working, what's not working. It's a hands-on session, so if you practice, you will get better. If you're only watching, there's only so much you will take away from this session. So please give it a shot, and yeah, we are here to answer any questions.
So, participants, you have 10 minutes. Make best out of this time. And in case you have any doubt, any query, you are not able to get anything, please feel free to drop down into the chat box as well. And please do open these apps or websites and do give it a check how it look like. I'll also do with you.
Mispa, can I ask one question to Joanna?
Yes, Harsha.
Mm. Hi, Joanna. I'm trying a NotebookLM, and in that I tried making a flashcards out of one document. So, so can we download that flashcards and use it offline, or do we need to show it online only?
Uh, Great question, Aisha. I actually haven't used it, the flashcards offline, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I can check and tell you. Um,
It's showing just a share and rename, no download option.
yeah, I've also always used it directly from the tool itself. I've actually never downloaded it.
Okay,
So
and
yeah, I think
also
it doesn't have a download option.
and same with the video and the other things.
Yes, yeah, you
Uh,
won't be able to download them outside of the tool.
okay. And one more question is the Gemini gives us the link and ChatGPT gives us the paragraph kind of thing without link. So Perplexity is the combination of both the things, or is it?
That's an interesting question. Not really. These are all three different organizations. So, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, three different organizations. I see what you mean in terms of Perplexity always giving citations, Gemini sometimes, sometimes not, ChatGPT also sometimes, sometimes not. It depends on your use case, what you are interested in. Gemini and ChatGPT are more similar in the
Mm-hmm.
sense they have general intelligence. They've been trained on vast amounts of data on the internet. Perplexity actually is using ChatGPT and Gemini. You can also change the model in Perplexity. So Perplexity hasn't trained any of their own models. They are using existing models like DeepSeek or ChatGPT or whatever it is, and
Mm-hmm.
generating content to show you. So it's
Mm-hmm.
actually a third company which is leveraging these models for their product.
So which one do you suggest for a general purpose?
So for depends on the use case. For general purpose, like everyday usage, you can use any of them. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to know, let's say, what are the benefits of yoga? Very, very generic question, right? Like it's not something very specific. So for that,
Mm-hmm.
if you can ask that question to ChatGPT, you can ask it to Perplexity, you can ask it to Gemini. All of them will give you similar answers. But if
Okay.
you're doing some kind of academic work where you require, certain reports or certain citations, or you don't want just general information, then
Mm-hmm.
for that, Perplexity is better because it will tell you the sources. So then you can go to the sources yourself, confirm if the information is correct or not, and then take a call.
And is there any limit for the document, like the size of the document which we upload to the
No.
publicity?
I mean, I think that it is 40 MB, but they also keep changing the limits. So you should check. I don't know what it is right now. Initially, it was 4 MB, then it became 40 MB.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know right now if they have a limit also. There's a limit on the number of documents, but I don't know if there is on the size of an individual document.
So can we share a upload a website link into the Perplexity directly? I had seen one question from the chat, so I'm asking it now. Instead of the document, can we share upload a link and ask it to uh,
In
do it
Notebook
from there?
LM, you mean?
No, Perplexity.
So Perplexity, I'm not sure what the use case would be for sharing your website with Perplexity. Like what would you want to achieve by doing that?
Um, like if the vast information is present in that website and we need only the sum, so can we
Joanna, can I
upload
answer
that?
this?
Sure, Insha, go ahead.
Yeah, Aisha, you can, if you are doing a research work, then you can use Perplexity plus lens.org is one of the app. उन दोनों के कॉम्बिनेशन से अगर बनाओगे तो यू कैन गेट द क्लियर पिक्चर, वहां पे आपको डिटेल भी मिल जाएगी एंड व्हाट डॉक्यूमेंट यू नीड. तो दोनों के कॉम्बिनेशन को अगर आप यूज करोगी तो यू विल गेट अ बेटर रिजल्ट.
Okay, okay. Lens.org.
Yes, I will write it down in the chat box.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you both of you.
Thank you. Thank you, Insha. Thank you, Aisha. I know we are at 11:48 also, so we'll get back to the content. I think one thing that will be useful for everybody is um, all these tools, right? And there are many tools, like these were just four that we discussed right now. There are really hundreds and hundreds of tools out there. The more you try them out, you will build an intuition for what is useful for what purpose. I can, of course, give you like, some ideas like Perplexity for research, use NotebookLM for learning. Some of them are general purpose, like ChatGPT and Claude and all are very general purpose, use it for everything. So only when you use it yourself and you will see for your professional context, for your personal context, which one is working better. So I have colleagues, for example, who really like Claude, which is a product from Anthropic, and really think ChatGPT is, not a great product. Like it's not working out for them. That the difference is the context. So they work in a very, very tech-heavy organization. The code generated by Anthropic is generally much, much better than what is generated by ChatGPT. So it depends on what organization you work in, what domain you work in, what are the use cases that are useful for you. So try everything and you will only learn for yourself what is better. Because it's not like what is better and what is worse is true for everybody. There's no black and white in this. There will be a what is better based on your context. So for my use cases, these were the ones that I use more often. But you might realize that something else is working better for your context. With that, let me get back to the presentation. We are switching gears a little bit now to making some applications. Since this was something that a lot of you gave feedback on, that would be interesting for you. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Yeah. And we'll share this presentation with you, like we always do. So you can also do this at your own pace, slowly, at another time. Okay. So coming to content part 2, prototyping and building small applications. So over the last few months, you may have heard of the term vibe coding, and apps like Lovable, V0, Replit, Bolt. So lots of companies are out there, lots of tools are out there. I'm using Lovable, but you can use, like I said, Replit, Bolt, V0, and some others are also there to do this. Again, basis the kind of app you are trying to create, you would see that, oh, for this purpose, Bolt is better. Oh, to make this V0 is better. For something else is better. So try a few different things, and basis that you can decide which one is the right approach for you. Let's talk about some pros and cons. Pros, very easy to build and iterate. We'll do one together so you can see how straightforward it is. You can share the link with anybody. The UI is very customizable. So those are the advantages. The disadvantages are, again, free versions have limited usage. And if your application, what you have imagined, has database requirements, again, it can be a little tricky to build. Because these are AI-based tools, you can't fully, unless you have a deep software engineering background, you can't really debug at a code level. So what is actually happening is that you give a prompt, some code is generated, and that's why the application goes live. This is what software engineers also will do. They will understand the use case, they will write some code, and then the application will go live. So what these tools are doing is basically becoming your personal software engineers. The problem is that when the tool, does something wrong, you may not be able to actually go into the details and debug it, but they are getting very good day on day. So the complexity of tools you can build with this is only going to get better. I've added some examples over here of how people are using Lovable to create like different types of applications. You can check these out. We'll also build one simple application together so that you can get a good overview. So let's see. It's very straightforward. You just have to type over here, what are you looking for? Like, I want a web application for X. I'm trying to create a dashboard to do Y. Like, so you start with typing over here. Like, if you remember in the previous session, we were talking about prompts and the details required in prompts and what are good prompts. So all of that is also relevant over here. If you write a prompt which is very doesn't have details, then what you build will also be not that great. Like, it may work, it may not work, but the more detailed your prompt is, the more chances there are that it will work as you had expected. So I'm going to show you an example of a prompt, and that you can, to give you a sense of how much detail minimum is required to get a working product. So let's say I want to build a resume coach. I'll just increase the water. Yeah. So what is it? I want to basically build something where I can share my resume and I can share the job description. And I want the tool to tell me what is the overlap between this resume and this job description, and then how can I tailor my resume for that job. So we know that, when we are applying to roles, you should not just use generic resumes every time. You should ensure that your resume has the keywords. It is highlighting the skills that the job description is asking for. So we know that these are good practices, but it's not always easy. It's very time consuming, right? Every time looking at your resume, looking at the job description, manually trying to find out what is the overlap, what are the words I should include. So that is the thing that I want this coach to help me with. This we can make on ChatGPT also. Like, this exact same thing, we could have made a custom GPT of. And there's no reason why you should do this, why you should not do that. I'm just showing you the same use case using a different tool. These are all tools. So you can, same use case, to achieve the same, address the same problem, you can use different kinds of tools. So I'm in this demo now showing you similar use case, but different tool. So you explain what you're looking for, build an application that helps users tailor their resume based on job description. What is the tone, the style, like visual style that you are looking for, and what are the features? So if you remember, the custom GPT had a very clear UI. So you didn't have to explain to it what should the UI be. But here, since you can customize the UI, you have to tell what kind of visual are you looking for. Then the features are upload box, so that users can share their resume, a link or an upload box where they can share the job description. And then I want the coach to analyze the documents and share this information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in Lovable. And here you can see it has started creating the application that I'm looking for. Once it is done, then we can publish it, and then you can share that link with, you can share that link if you want to share it. If it's for personal use, then you can keep it with yourself. What is happening, like I said, in the background is it's developing code. so that your application can go live. So it'll also explain to you what it's doing. These are the different files that it is working on. This tends to take even up to 2-3 minutes to do. So be patient. And yeah, in the meantime, what I can do is maybe we can see some of the examples of what other people have done. So maybe it will give you some inspiration. We'll check this one out. So this is a very simple application called How Many Layers Should I Wear Today? So if you are living in Bengaluru, you say I am, living here, and based on the temperature and the, rain situation, it will suggest, oh, it's one t-shirt weather. Let's see somewhere cold, maybe in San Francisco. Okay, come on. Okay, let's do San Diego. Okay, the weather is 17.3 and it seems like it is still one t-shirt weather over there. So something simple like this you can build using Lovable. Let's go see where we are. Okay, this is what we have. A place to upload your resume, a place where you can paste a link or upload the job posting. Okay, this looks sort of good. What you'll get is this. Let's publish it. Now, I don't expect it to work in the first go. Mostly you'll have to do some level of troubleshooting and error analysis to see, if it's working, is it making sense? Is the result, what you had expected? So we'll also do some troubleshooting together. Okay, so this is like the link that you can share with people. You can also, I'll just close this. You can also edit the link. So if you have a personal website, if you have a personal website, then you can, add a custom domain and you can change it to whatever your name is and your website's name is and, do that. So or else if anybody goes to this link, then they will have access to your tool. Actually, there's some extra space over here. When we are troubleshooting, I'll remove this extra space also so that it looks more visually appealing. But right now, let's actually test if this is working. So I will upload this CV. Okay. And I'm going to find, let's see, maybe it needs a second. I'm going to find a job that I want to check my fit with. Okay, I'm going to tell it. Let's find a job. Okay, we'll take this one. I will create a document so that we can upload it over here. Okay. For some reason, it seems like the documents are not getting uploaded at this time. So what do? We'll go back and we'll say um, the documents are not getting uploaded. Or at least even if it's getting uploaded, you're not getting any visual sense that it is getting uploaded. So we need, something to tell the user that, it's actually done. So let's see. So it has figured out the issue. And this is the expected situation that will happen. You will have to keep going back and forth and debug till you reach a place where your application is working as you had expected. Okay, let's publish it. And then we'll see if it works. Yeah, now it looks like it is actually able to take the files. I clicked on Analyze My Fit. Let's see. Okay, it may take a moment. Let's give it a second. In the meantime, we can go check out the other app. So this is another one called Jenny Cards. Here, this is an image generation one. So if you like making birthday cards for your friends, which are customized based on their names and a little caricature of them, then this is someone who's built this using a vibe coding tool. So you can try all kinds of different, personal and professional use cases. Let's see. We still don't have an answer. Let's try. Oh, wait, this was not the one. Let's go back and tell it I am able to upload the docs, but not seeing any result. So I had built this yesterday. We can also check that one out while we troubleshoot. Like we'll troubleshoot this one to ensure it works. We'll troubleshoot this one to ensure it works. But I can also show you what that one looked like. Okay, see. Okay, here's updated. Yeah, this is the one I had made yesterday. Okay, I'm just waiting. In case this works, then we'll just... Okay, let's try it with this one. Then we'll go back and see if that has started working or not. And then... So one thing that you may have noticed is that the look and feel is different, even though the prompt is the same. This is also expected. If you ask the same question to ChatGPT today versus tomorrow, the answer will be slightly different. So that's also a thing that is expected with AI tools, that the same prompt will give you slightly different results. So when I used the same prompt yesterday, it made something like this. It's similar, but it's not exactly the same. Let's see if this one has finished. Okay, still working. Okay, yeah. So this is what I was trying to build. It has given me an overall fit. It has shown me some strengths and gaps and some recommendations of how I can update my resume. You can also build it further such that it actually updates your resume. It gives you the final output as a PDF. So you can do all of those things as well. Again, it will take a little bit of time to actually debug and get what you are looking for. Okay, there was something that was unsuccessful. I'll stop here. I think because we're also at time and I want you to try it out for yourself. I'll keep debugging this side by side. You can, where are all of you? Okay, yeah. Why don't you also try this with a use case of your own? Maybe take 10 minutes and then we can jump into the Q&A section. Does that sound good? Please check out Lovable, create your account, start with creating an application, and then let's see what happens. Yeah, I'll keep debugging in the meantime. Okay. If anyone has any questions, you can also go through the chat. Can we create fully functional applications? Yes, you can. That's what we were trying to do today. Let's see if we were successful, but that is the idea. Like an app also. Do you mean like a Play Store app, like a Apple app? Then no, we can't, because to make a Play Store app, you also need App Store permissions. You'll have to apply for that. You can make a fully functional web application, so it will work on the browser and things like that. Okay, let's see. Is there any benefit of getting different responses on different days? It's not about benefit or any disadvantage. This is just what happens. It's like a human. Like if you ask me a question today, and if you ask me the same question in a few days, the content will be the same, but I might not use the exact same words when I'm answering. So the answer from a logic and meaning perspective will be the same, but the exact wordings may not be. Not exactly. You can, for that purpose, Shabaz, you should use a coding tool, because Lovable would generate its own website. Like you can use Lovable for making end-to-end. Like let's say you want to make your portfolio or your own website. For that, you should use Lovable. But if you already have a website or a tool, then you already have the deployment, you already have the source files, you just want to add a feature. So for that purpose, you won't start from the beginning and use a tool like Lovable. Um, so it's a process, Hina. So Hina's question is, how do you create an App Store application? Um, you have to apply for a developer account. Like, it's a long process. I think if you Google it, you will find it. But it's a long process of applying for a developer account, creating your application, submitting it for approval. There will be a bunch of uh, pieces over there that you'll have to go through, and only then it would get live on the App Store. Guys, give me 1 minute. I want to see if this has started working. Uh, okay, I think it should. Yeah, I'm going to give it one more try. After that, if it doesn't, then we can go back to taking questions. And I'll try again. Okay, now it's working. So I had shared my resume, I said the job description, it's giving me an overall fit analysis. So when I did it yesterday, it was giving me a percentage also. When I've done it today, it's done it slightly differently. Like, you can see the layout and all of that has changed. But what it wants me, what I need to take away, like what are the strengths, what are the areas to address, and the actionable improvements, that has remained. So the meaning or the meat of the answer will remain, but the formatting might change, and this is expected of these kind of tools. So yeah, I'm going to share this with all of you in the chat. You can try it out, and please make your own applications. It can be really anything that you're looking for. I'm going to stop sharing screen, and yeah, let's do some questions now.
So before moving to the Q&A round for everyone, so those who have any question, please feel free to raise your hand. This is your space right now, and rest can put their questions into the chat box as well. And at the same time, we have opened the AI Bootcamp WhatsApp group link. So please feel free to ask any query, any question over the group as well. That is your group, your safe space. So feel free to make best out of it, and to share your inputs as well regarding our topic. But before moving ahead, I would like Anam to please drop the feedback and the attendance form link in the chat box, and please open the screen for the screen share as well. So today's, again, I'll mention today's attendance form and feedback form is really important because your attendance for today plays a significant role in issuing for us, in issuing certificates from our end. That's first. And secondly, we really value your feedback. So this is the first bootcamp, first virtual bootcamp that we did for our open community, open to all. So we would really like to hear from you what you liked, where we can improve upon. So please take 2 or 3 minutes to fill this form, and we'll also do our due diligence with the responses that we have received over the form, and then within the next 10 days you will be able to get your certificates, your LinkedIn badge, and your resource book. So please keep an eye over the mail. Please keep an eye over your WhatsApp group as well for the same. And in case you have any doubt, any query, feel free to use the group. So yeah, we'll wait for a minute and so till you fill this form, and this will close the responses for the form as soon as this session will end today. So because we have seen that 30 people used to join the session towards the And in the second half, you used to get link in some or another way, but believe me, we have also used AI for our bootcamp and for our Zoom meetings and attendance. So we will definitely keep an eye over the same as well before issuing anything. So that's first. And now I would like to invite our program manager, Anam. So she would love to share some insights with you. So over to you, Anam.
Thank you so much, Asfa. And thank you everyone for staying engaged with us over the 3 bootcamp workshops we had, and I think across 3 months also. So, firstly, I want to say that I see a lot of familiar faces, but there are so many new faces. And I hope this has given you a sense of what LedBy does. LedBy, we our mission is to tap into the complete potential of Indian Muslim women and give them access and avenues so they can grow into their own professions and have a seat at the table. So that is our goal. And the way we do it is by offering 3 programs. So our first program is the LedBy Accelerator. So here we help with the career readiness. So what we do is we help them in skill building, and this is mainly for college students, recent graduates, young professionals, or women looking to get back into the workforce after a career break. So we give them essentials, the basics, and also help them grow their confidence so they can build workplace skills and prepare for new opportunities. The second program we have is the LedBy Corporate Leaders Fellowship, where we focus on leadership development. So here, the Indian Muslim women that we target, they have to be working and should have minimum of 3 years of work experience. What we give here is a fast track to leadership roles. So we train them, we help them grow on their leadership skills, we help them build strong networking skills, and also give them executive coaching and mentoring. Our third program, which is a newer program, is the LedBy Shepreneurs, where we help with entrepreneurship support. So this is for early stage or women who have just launched their products or businesses or services, and we help them with guidance on how they can better support their businesses and take it further. So these are our programs. There is more literature on our website where you can get to know more. And if you have any questions, like I said, akshat@ledby.org, that is where you mail in all your queries and questions and we will get to it. What we have done is, even before we open the applications, we have an interest form which is floating. It's on our website. You have to just go there, fill in the application, and when we open the applications, we will make sure that we reach out to you and you do not miss it when the applications are launched. Now, as you know, all our programs are completely virtual, designed for Indian Muslim women. But I see a lot of our guests do not fit the demographic, but you can definitely leverage this opportunity and share it with your Indian Muslim women friends, your networks, and please push this so we can reach to as many potential Indian Muslim women as we can. Thank you so much. I'm here if you have any questions. Over to you, Asba.
Thank you so much, Anam. And just to add to the fact that yes, majorly our programs work for the Indian Muslim women, but as we say, LedBy is expanding and we are growing. So we are really looking forward to have more such boot camps, sessions, webinar, both online and offline. So we are coming. We do certain workshops and certain meetups in different cities across India. So we would really love you to join those sessions as well, and this feedback form will definitely play a really important role in helping us understand what more boot camps we can do, how we get better. And so yeah, please be honest and please come up with your things as well, because over this time we have got some of the bootcamp people just tapping down into our DMs and saying that please bring something related to financial literacy, please bring something related to the startup management and the entrepreneurship. So we are really looking forward to that, and those workshops, those boot camps will be open to all. So yes, definitely we'll share our social media platforms with you. So keep an eye over the WhatsApp group, over our social media platforms, bringing up more sessions, more webinars at the same time. And now we would love to, and in case you have any doubt, any query, you can write to us at akshat@ledby.org, as well as on your WhatsApp group. And here we are now moving towards the Q&A, and we are seeing some of the doubts regarding the screen sharing. Yeah, absolutely. You will get all the recordings of all the sessions, all the PPTs as well. All your doubts will be answered here in the session as well as on the WhatsApp group. You will receive your deliverables in the next 10 days. So keep an eye again, and all the communication regarding the closing and the post bootcamp logistics will be updated over the WhatsApp group. So yes, now we are opening up the floor for Q&A. So yes, Ikra, you can go ahead. Over to you, Joanna, as well.
Thank you. My question is, for example, you told us that how we can use Lovable, right? तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि हम क्या एटीएस जैसे हम लोग एप्लीकेशंस वगैरह डालते हैं लिंक्डइन वगैरह पे, क्योंकि हमारे पता होता है कि बहुत सारे लोग 200-300 लोग अप्लाई करेंगे, तो क्या वो हमें एटीएस में भी हेल्प करेगा वहाँ पे?
इकरा कैसे, मतलब आप आई wasn't able to understand आपको exactly क्या help चाहिए. Do you want it to directly submit on your behalf, or what do you want the tool to do?
No, actually, I have seen, I was looking for a job past 6 months. So, what I suffered was when I was submitting my application, it was not picking because of the ATS. But when you told me that in Lovable, you can select the words which are already portrayed on the LinkedIn profile, right? So, actually, ATS works like it picks up the words, right? So, will it be more easy if I use Lovable for submitting the resume?
Uh, so if I've understood your question correctly, what you want is the resume that you are generating or you have should be more ATS friendly. So you want the resume should have the keywords that the job description has, so that the ATS that the company is using is able to recognize your resume as a good fit. Is that
Right,
correct? So
right,
for this, you don't even need Lovable. You can just use ChatGPT. So the very first thing that we did, right? The resume coach. Even if
right,
you don't make a custom GPT, just use the regular ChatGPT. Share what your job description is, share what your resume is, and a simple prompt that what are the words that I should highlight in this in my resume so that it gets picked by the ATS. ChatGPT will give you a list of suggestions. Then you update your resume basis that.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Works fine.
Thank you, Ikra. Gayatri, do you want to go ahead?
Uh, Hi, Joanna.
Hi, Gayatri.
And yeah, I wanted to ask something regarding the Lovable. So I tried to create an app for women's safety right now, but it did not show. And then I just wanted to see so I wanted to engage the women. So let's say if I say I'm just thinking if I sell some products regarding women's safety, so and I generate revenue, do I have to does Lovable have any claim on it? Or do I have to give a share of it to Lovable?
No. So what Lovable is doing is helping you create a website. You can use WordPress for this purpose. You can use various other tools for this purpose. They have no claim over whatever revenue that you make using using that website.
Yeah. So do I have to put up will it be written that I created this using Lovable, or it's just solely
No.
mine?
It
No.
is yours. Yeah, so whatever so if you saw the app link that I had shared, right? Like I can also connect it to my custom domain. Nowhere does it say over there that and even if it does, like even if it says made with Lovable, that doesn't automatically make Lovable able to claim revenue share
Okay.
on what you are doing.
Okay. And my second question is for making the PPT, like what content did you actually upload? Like all the contents that you needed in the PPT, or just the keywords, that you would want to be in the PPT per slide? Like, I just wanted to know. That was not clear with me.
Yeah, so I used all the content. I had created the content, but you can also do it using keywords. What Gamma would do is it would create some content, but please do edit it, do review it properly. You can share as little or as much information. The more information you share, the better it would be. But you can also do like slide one, couple of points, slide two, couple of points, and that will also work.
Yeah, because as students, like, but do I have to describe design and everything, like what pictures I want to be?
No, just try it out. You'll see that a lot of it will get auto-generated, and you will have the ability to edit it afterwards.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. I want this session to be longer. I don't know.
Thank you, Gayatri. Yes, let's know for everyone over here. I know we are almost at time. This has been great fun for me also to do, and getting to know all of you and helping you on this journey. I would love to stay connected. I am available on LinkedIn, so please feel free to connect over there. Um, I also have a TopMate page. If you'd like to connect via that, please feel free to do that. If you feel inclined, you can also leave a testimonial on my TopMate page. But yeah, please feel free to connect, and it's been great fun for me as well. I think we have a few more questions. Maybe we'll take another two, and then we can close this session. Sidra, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, thank you so much, Joanna. The session was very insightful, like the previous other two as well. So my question is on NotebookLM. You said we can upload books, right? So first, like, is there any restrictions, like how many books or how many sources can we upload? And the second is like, after uploading everything, can we just choose like, I want flashcards or short notes on particular chapters only, and can we just choose like that and ask questions? Yeah.
Yes. I think the current limit is 20, but these also keep changing. So I think it is 20 right now, but I could be wrong. And they keep increasing the limits. And in the prompt, so that, little space down, if you want flashcards for only a particular chapter of a particular book, then just write it like that. And it will generate basis that. If you don't say anything, it will create basis all the sources you have added. But if you are very specific, this chapter, even if you say this section, then the flashcards can be basis that.
Okay, thank you.
Saida, go ahead. Thank you, Sidra.
Hi, Joanna. Thank you once again for a wonderful session. My question is, like you had said in your earlier sessions, ChatGPT does, stores or saves our data, whatever we upload on it. So similarly, do we have any concerns when we upload or make use of this other AIs, like you have showed today, Perplexity, Gamma, NotebookLM, if we upload any confidential documents or office documents, I would say, so that is it safe that we can go ahead and use those for a presentation, maybe if you want to make or summarize any the office document, which should not be available in the public, but is it safe to use from this? To use here.
Yeah, no, good question, Saida. Glad you asked that. So you'll see similar settings available like ChatGPT on Gamma as well. So if you want your private documents to not be used for training, then you'll have to explicitly say that. In the settings, you will find an option of do not train using my data. Switch that off, and then it's okay to upload your documents. Like we discussed last time, it doesn't delete your information, but it will protect you in the sense that it's only accessible to you. So if you are doing something if you're doing something with confidential information that you don't want should be accessible to anybody, then make sure the settings are turned on accordingly.
I did check for those settings in Perplexity AI, but I couldn't find any such. So just in case if you find any, let us know. And also, do you think getting ChatGPT Plus subscription, is it worth it, or the basic one is enough?
totally depends on your use cases, Saida, and your level of usage. It's worth
Okay.
it if it's worth it depending on, what you are using it for.
Got it, Joanna.
So
Thank you.
thank you. Cool. It looks like we've answered all the questions. Asba, handing back over to you.
Yep, thank you so much, Joanna. And I'll again say thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for this boot camp. This journey is something that we all have really enjoyed, and I love the way you all interacted and engaged as well. Definitely, we are bringing more and more sessions, more and more boot camps for you, and we are going to take your feedback really seriously for that. And at the same time, we are closing up with this session, but before that, would really love to take a screenshot of the journey that we have covered so far. So please be on camera, and it's going to be our time saying thank you to Joanna for contributing to us, for giving us the time, especially over the weekend. And yes, so please be on camera. We'll wait for a minute. And so, would love to see the lovely faces who've been with us since last 3 months. So, yes, we are waiting for 1 or 2 minutes and show all your love with the emojis over the chat box. And we are going to take the screenshot now. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Another one. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And I really
Thank
love the
you.
way that our male allies joined it as well for the boot camp. Thank you so much, Joanna, for being with us. This journey is a continued journey. So with this session, definitely your journey will not end. Definitely your relationship with LedBy will not end. We'll bring something more. Keep the engagement high over the group, and we are here for you. So as we always say at LedBy, that once you are with LedBy, you will never walk alone. So your professional and leadership journey responsibility is now to us. So believe in us and keep yourself updated with all the updates from Led By. So with this, we are closing up with the session, and enjoy this festive season as well. Happy Diwali, and yeah, make best out of your time and keep your learning going. So yes, thank you so much, everyone. And I, Asbar Rahman, along with Anam Farzin, signing off from the boot camp. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.